Hello everybody, thank you very much for tuning into my channel, Beer Monster Reviews. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And for this one, I'm going to be taking a look at this new device by Guinness, which I got from Tesco's. It's a Guinness NitroSurge. This is the actual unit itself, which is supposedly makes the beer taste just like it does in the pub. And they got these cans, NitroSurge cans, that you use with the unit. Now you're supposed to only use these cans apparently to give it that sort of authentic taste like in the pub. So yeah, I'm going to be using one of these for this review. And the device itself is £25 in Tesco's or £22 with a club card. And the cans are £7 for 4. So you get the device and 4 cans if you've got a club card for £29. So yeah, depending on if it's any good, if it really does make it taste like a draft pint, it's got to be worth it really, innit? Because it works out about £2 a can, just under. And in time, you're going to get that money back if it stops you going out to the pub, spending £4 or £5 a pint. So yeah, I'm not too sure what to make of it really, but everybody and their nan has reviewed this in the beer community. So I felt a bit left out and thought I'd do it anyway, you know, even though all of you have probably watched getting sick of it. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what it's like and see what sort of my take is on it. I wrote something down about it. It says the NitroSurge, what was it? Oh yeah, it's apparently this device is ultrasonic transducer with a specific wavelength and frequency to deliver a signature surge every time. Don't know what that means, but I thought I'd read it out anyway. But you know, if it does work, it's cheaper than buying a beer machine, isn't it? That's the surger. I've already got it out of the box and all that. I had a little look at it, charged it up. This little bit here on the front, it comes off and you just screw it on and you're ready to go pretty much. There's a button on the back here. You push it, turns the surger on. And just pop it on top of the can. Obviously open the can first, pop it on top and pour it. How you like to pour your Guinness. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Let's crack open the can. A little bit of a squirter. I think you have to line it up so that the sort of pointy bit at the top is facing the largest part of the opening on the can. There you go. Look at that. It went on easy enough. Wasn't very fiddly. Right, let's turn it on. There we go. And yeah, just pour it. 45-degree angle. Let's say that's 45 degrees. Now, yeah, just pour it how you like to pour it. I mean, what I would do, like if I was in the pub, I would pour sort of 3/4 of a pint. Then I would let it settle, and then I would pour the rest off. That's how I believe it's supposed to do it. I can hear it making some noises. Don't know if you're going to pick that up. And there you go. That'll do. Look at that. That looks cracking, doesn't it? That does look just like in the pub. The way that's set in. Absolutely beautiful, that, isn't it? You could watch that all day long. I'm really impressed so far. I really like the Guinness draft cans as well, actually. I've been drinking them a lot lately. So if this is an improvement on that, I'll be impressed because I do think they're really good. Obviously not as good as the pub, but you know, I do really enjoy them. So yeah, whether this can be any better will be very interesting to find out. It's definitely taking longer to settle than it does with the draft cans. This is more like ordering it in the pub. It's taking more like that sort of amount of time to settle. Looks like it's got a nice creamy head on there as well. If you've picked one of these up yourself, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth the money? And do you think that it does improve the taste or the mouthfeel? You know, or is it just a gimmick, you know, that doesn't really do anything and I've just wasted my money? But I haven't actually wasted my money. I've wasted my mother's money because this was a gift from her. So I'm hoping it's going to be good and I can get a lot of use out of it, because I've also seen other videos on the old YouTube of people using it with different stouts and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting. You know, I'm sure the longer it's been out for, the more sort of hacks and that people are going to find. And perhaps this device can improve quite a few other drinks. It looks like it's just about finished settling, the first part. It's going again. Now, from what I've heard, when you pour in the last part, you don't actually turn the device on. You just tip it upside down. Oh, a little bit of spillage, not much though. And yeah, do it like that. Don't look too bad for a first time, does it? Just letting it settle. I did spill a little bit on my table. When I tip the can upside down, I don't know if I've done something wrong there. Perhaps the unit's not secured properly. But I think it's going to be one of them things where the more you use it, I mean, that's my first go. So I think the more you use it, you'll sort of learn the knack to it to get them perfect pints. So this, what I'm tasting right here now, I'm sure once I've sort of had 10 or 15 tries of it, I'll have perfected the art of pouring Guinness. Anyway, looks like it's about settled. Look at that. That looks the absolute dog's testicles, doesn't it? You got that nice domage on there as well. Look at that. Very nice. That really does look like it's just been poured at the pub. I mean, if I ordered a pint of Guinness in the pub and they gave me that, I wouldn't have any complaints. Does it taste the same? That's what matters, isn't it, guys? I would do the cheers, everybody, but I don't want to spill me beer because that is like doming to the max. So I'll just say it instead. Cheers, everybody. I tell you what. That is absolutely beautiful. That has far exceeded my expectations, I must say. I was thinking it was going to be a bit of a gimmick. Perhaps that's why I didn't rush out and buy one like all the other beer reviewers. I thought, yeah, wait for them to all look stupid. And I'll just sit there going, hey, I didn't waste my money on it. It's lovely. The mouthfeel is next level to the draft cans. It is next level. It actually tastes like, perhaps it's even a different beer. I don't know whether they've like increased the quality of the actual beer in the can or whether this little device on here really is like a little miracle device. I don't know. Or does the device really do absolutely nothing and they've just made a higher grade quality can of Guinness and that's the reason it's more expensive? Because it must be more expensive for a reason. I really don't know. Are they claiming it's the gimmick, but really it's just a nicer version of Guinness they've brewed? I really don't know. But what I do know is that tastes absolutely lovely. I would even go as far as saying it tastes better than the Guinness in my local pub because after barmaids in there don't have a clue how to pour a Guinness. So it tastes better than the last few I've had at my local. And I'm not just saying that, I really do mean that. It really does. Let's look at it. Absolutely beautiful. Let's bring that nice creamy smoothness that really you can only get in the pub normally. And this is really impressive. As far as like taste goes, it just doesn't taste that different to a draft can. This is more for the mouthfeel and just the overall perfect Guinness experience. If you're a massive fan of Guinness, I really like Guinness. But if you're a massive fan of Guinness and you just want the perfect pint, this device is for you. If you don't really drink much Guinness, perhaps it's not worth the money. But if you really do enjoy Guinness and you want the best version of Guinness available without going to like a proper Irish pub or whatnot that knows how to do a perfect pint, you're not going to go wrong with this, I tell you that. So smashable. Of question for me would be, the main question with this, these nitro cans, like I say, they're 4 cans for £7 in Tesco's, right? The normal draft cans, you can normally get 4 cans for about a £5. So these are dearer, but they do taste better. They've got a lovely mouthfeel, and you know, it works out less than £2 a pint. And for me, it tastes exactly as it does in a good pub as well. This tastes better than your average like Guinness that you get in the pub for me. This tastes like a properly poured Guinness. So yeah, I think it's worth the money, especially if it's going to save you going to the pub and paying £4 or £5 a pint of Guinness. You know, you could do it for less than half price at home. You know, if you are on a budget, perhaps stick to the draft ones, you know, because these are nearly twice the price. But these are a pint as well. How much is a pint again? 558 millilitres. The draft ones, although cheaper, they're only £4.40. So that narrows the gap even more. Perhaps if they ever have these on a good special offer and you love your Guinness, stock right up. And because I mean, if you've got to buy a perfect draft or something like that, and you buy the kegs of Guinness, I'm sure that tastes just as good, if not better than this, perhaps. But it's a really expensive initial outlay to get the beer machine, and the barrels are also, the kegs for them, also very expensive. They work out more expensive than these do. So yeah, that's something to think about, really, isn't it? Perhaps if somebody's got a perfect draft, I think a good video would be reviewing a Guinness on the perfect draft versus NitroSurge Guinness, and see what one wins, to find out what is the best way to drink Guinness from home. Yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I will be doing some other NitroSurge related videos. I'm going to try the Guinness coffee on it, and I'm going to try the Black Heart. You know, just, I don't know, see what I can come up with. But I've got it now, so every now and again I might get an idea. I might even try it with lagers and all sorts, because I see a lager in Home Bargains which is actually a nitro lager, so that could be perfect to try this with, and see if it affects the taste of a lager at all. It will be interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what hacks and that people come up with for this. And thanks very much for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, sorry if I've rambled on a bit. Bye bye, darlings. Just a bit excited, got a new gadget, you know what I mean?